Hello, everybody. You can hear me, right? Audio. Great. Welcome back to A Familiar Quest, Season 3. You look familiar. That's got nothing to do with how this episode's going to go. Maybe. I don't know.
Is that
Maybe
the title,
because
though? Because that's good.
I think you called
Yeah.
it Season 3, but it's Season 2, Episode 3.
You're right.
Though.
It is Season 2,
We're so
Episode
close.
3.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. It's a great intro. But yeah, this episode is titled "You Look Familiar," which may or may not mean anything. They'll make it mean something. I'm very certain. I am here with my wonderful flock of familiars, and I think we should go around and let everybody know who we are, going in overlay order. So we're starting with M.
Hi, I'm Emme Montgomery. I am a voice actor and Twitch streamer, and I play Gale. I am a miniature giant seahorse barbarian. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. We love you. Michelle.
Hey, I'm Nguyen Bradley. I am also a host, a baby voice actor, and just a baby one, and a professional tabletop player. I had a new show announced today. It was for New York by Night, Vampire the Masquerade. Very excited for that. Starts on September 30th. It's already taped, guys. It's in the can. I'm very glad it's over with because it was the most stressful 2 weeks of my life. It's a lot. Anyway, I play Mugen, and Mugen got transformed. Used to be a really cute little death dog with 2 heads, and now are 2 adorable but terrifying quippers. So it's a swarm of quippers. So it's 2, more than one is a swarm, and it's a lot. And I'm living in a bucket.
You only need 2 to be a swarm, and Mugen does it very well. Hope.
Hi, my name is Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter at the Hope LaVelle. You can also watch me on Children of Erte every Tuesday on Demiplane RPG Twitch channel. It's a great show. Awesome. Yeah, and I'm playing Dottie the Dandelion today, your friendly barred flower. She's a flower, not a weed. I know dandelions are weeds, but no, she's a flower.
Dandelions are absolutely flowers. And I don't say this threateningly, but they do make good soup. It's not a threat. I promise you it's not a threat.
What?
It's not a threat. Gabe.
You can also make syrup out of dandelions, and it's really sweet. Hi, I'm Gabe. I'm a problem. But today I am Marvel the Imp, who is not a problem, but a solution. You can find the stuff that I do on the internet, probably on Twitter.
What will you be reading for us today, Gabe, in your very elegant setting today? What will you be reading for us?
Probably a eulogy to all of Xanathar's future crimes, because we are about to take him down.
You are so confident.
Here lies the crimes of a beautiful tentacled creature who will be a feature as I am the speaker on top of his grave.
All right.
Can we just do this for 2 hours? I mean,
yeah.
Quick, everyone haiku.
It's not an adventure through the sewers. It's just a beat poetry session with Marvel. And last but certainly not least, Eugenio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy. I'm playing Pest, former Pest mascot worm with too many teeth, now allergic to magic kitty with too many teeth. Fairly convinced that Marvel is a solution, not super convinced that Marvel is the solution to our problem. It might be the solution to, there's a lot of people living in Waterdeep, and now there won't be anymore.
I'm a solution to cheaper real estate, more housing. It's a marvelous market out there right now.
All I'm saying is I'm very nervous to eventually go back outside above ground and see the swath of devastation left by the Barlgira from last time.
Oh, it wasn't that much. She was only around for half a minute, so.
That's true. I did in my head, it felt so much longer, but 30 seconds, I guess. I'm not going to ask how much damage you can do in 30 seconds. That's a lot of rounds of combat, but okay.
All right. And I am your wonderful DM of this wonderful adventure, LaTia Jacquise. I do a lot. Find me on Twitter. Let's talk about what happened last session. Which we kind of touched on in that, there was a a Barogura that got summoned in a water-deep alley.
No, Marvel. Not now.
And that was fine, I'm sure. But you all, we began the episode with you all facing off against some more sinister familiars of Waterdeep, a gazer and a quasit that was waiting to take you by surprise, as they were trying to attack this poor, defenseless dog, whose name I forgot. I think it's Jamie. It's Jamie.
I think that's true.
And while your quick actions allowed Jamie to escape, Marvel summoned a demon in the middle of a Waterdeep alley for about 36 seconds. Which went about as well as... Actually, it went very well for you all in that you didn't get attacked by it. And were able to flee without issue. But while you were fleeing, you saw that same dog who appeared to be like watching you all in a kind of curious sort of way. You followed him and met up with him and realized that he was also a familiar, not just a normal dog. And he led you deep underneath the sewers, the streets of Waterdeep, into the sewers, where you came upon a makeshift shelter for familiars without companions, which is the Waterdeep version of Doctors Without Borders.
That tickled me. I was not expecting that one.
Lovingly coined the Isle of Lost Familiars by someone in chat who I forgot, but thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
I really like it, and I'm adopting it. Where you discovered other familiars who were either companionless, completely companionless, or who had their companions taken from them. And they didn't know what to do about that. So what you all decided to do was incite rebellion against the people who had taken their companions from them. And what you discovered about that was that their companions had been taken by people who skulk around in the sewers and wear... Gosh darn it, Gabe. And wear tattoos with circles and like 10 little tentacles or eye stalks on them. Yes, it is followers of the Xanathar who have kidnapped a bunch of familiar companions for some reason, and you decided that was something that you were going to explore. And so we left you all leaving the Isle of Lost Familiars and traversing deeper into the sewers, where you did discover a faint mark representing the Xanathar that leads you, as you stand right now, down the left fork of a sewer tunnel. And I need survival checks from everybody, please.
Don't forget that Dottie, while we've been walking, has been giving a motivational speech in the form of a Sousa March. So everybody has 5 temporary hit points and advantage on wisdom saving throws.
That's
Ooh.
Very good.
What are we rolling? Sorry, I forgot immediately.
Survival.
Okay, Mugen.
I don't know. It's hard. 17 for me.
Oh, good. Use that Nas. 13 for Pest.
Nice.
13 for Gale.
18.
Well,
Nice.
everyone rolled really well.
Mm-hmm. What about
11.
you? Okay.
Can't be good at everything.
I don't say. I'm not made to be good at anything.
It's true.
Except being bad.
Ooh. So you all, it's fairly easy at this point. I can't remember who spotted the Xanathar mark, but now that you all see it, it's pretty easy to kind of follow them. Like, you see them as you continue winding your way down sewer corridors in various states of, some of them are fainter than others. Some of them are, they're not placed in the same, like there's not one 3 feet up on every corridor. It's like, some of them are on the ceiling and some of them are, in the sewer, like in the grate that the water goes through or whatever. And you all eventually kind of make your way, you reach what appears to be a dead end, except for there is a small kind of like crack in the bottom of the wall that like requires no kind of check to see. But you can't quite see what's on the other side, but it is indeed big enough for you all to get through.
Hey, is anyone else wondering like who drew these symbols? Because they seem to be all over the place, like up and down, and like either a tall person or a small person made them. Or do you think that the Xanathar itself just did this to like find its way home, or like? But why would there? Does anyone know like why there would be symbols? Also, is this a trap?
I think you've pretty much put forth all of the possible answers, both to lead them home and to guide us straight into a trap.
Good thinking, Moogie.
But we should still keep going, right? Because we need to find them thing.
I mean, a trap's literally never stopped us before. How many did we set off in Castle Ravenloft, and we live there?
That's true.
Very true.
We can go through the hole, but I think me and Gail need water to live. So I don't know.
Needy.
Does someone want to pull the bucket around for us?
No, pull the bucket around, I guess.
Pull the bucket through the hole. LaTia.
Like it'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze. Somebody's gonna have to make a dexterity check to get it through.
Okay.
The bucket has to roll.
Let me roll for the bucket.
Yes.
I mean, I can shrink
Can we make
the
this bucket sentient? Does anyone have the power?
You what? Let me
No,
see.
that's a wait. 1,
Let
3,
me
5,
see.
7. Oh, one more level. although I don't actually think that's how that spell works, so never mind.
Oh, yes.
You want a living bucket?
I don't know.
Oh no.
We just need a way to have water around us, I think.
Oh.
How would the bucket feel about us inhabiting it if it were alive?
Oh.
That opens up a whole can of worms, doesn't it?
Oh no.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, I don't think that. Maybe let's sidestep
Maybe
that moral
not.
quandary.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
For now.
You can also, so you have a couple of options. You can attempt to squeeze the bucket through. And you, Moogie and Gale, know that you can survive for a bit without water. So you would be like flopping around fish style, but like you could hop out while somebody squeezes the bucket through so that you're not like getting compressed. Or one of you could attempt to make the hole bigger, or there's a whole lot of options.
Why don't we just blast the hole? Sorry.
I'm a child, it's fine.
Marv. No, it wasn't just you.
No,
Please.
look. With my magic hands, I'll just blast the hole and make it bigger.
I mean, yeah, these tunnels seem structurally sound enough. Sure, why not?
I could just turn into gas if they break.
You can. What about the rest of us?
Survival of the...
Don't finish that.
Are we maybe potentially losing an element of surprise if we have a big noise? It's like, pachoo! Familiars are here.
Oh.
Maybe. Well, and Gail's gonna look down. Not necessarily my paws, but if anybody wants to grab a fin and just run like heck and try to drag me, I'll just I bet there's water on the other side, right?
We could just carry you. We don't have to drag you.
Oh yeah, it is a sewer, right?
Well,
Oh,
creating water
well-
for you is not a problem. That's easy enough.
You
Okay.
don't want to be in sewer water, do you?
Gale's gonna kind of like toss his little head back, and then his little fins kind of like, kind of like trying to stand up a little bit straighter.
I am ready for whoever would like to carry me. Please and thank you.
I'll do it.
There are. This form seems to have some new instincts regarding fish, but if we go quickly, I suppose we can make it work.
This is a
What are you talking
seahorse.
about? I'm fine. Are we talking about me or talking about Gail?
Creatures of the sea in general.
You're the
Uh,
fishies.
Are you allergic to fish? Maybe now also.
Oh, it would be actually really convenient if I was, because it feels like that would cancel out the instinct.
Not that kind of instinct, Mookie.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go. And I'm just gonna do that thing I do where I just jump out of the bucket, my two little fish bodies, and I command the broom to like kind of slap my butt, so just like shoots me through the hole, and I just jettison through and leave everyone else behind. I guess I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna make a dexterity check for your broom. We're playing
It's pretty
Quipper,
dexterous.
because we're playing Quipper golf right now. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you watch with almost practiced ease the broom just like swats both of Mugen like squarely into like it's like playing mini golf. It's like just right into the hole.
See you guys later. Please follow me.
All right. Gail, if we go quickly, I can take you. You seem sort of armored and less pleasant to eat.
I really wanted to try
Oh.
the like dirty dancing hold, but I don't think Gail will communicate that to anybody before jumping out of the bucket. I think he just went for it and pictured in his head like how graceful it would look to be caught and held over somebody's head. But there was no communication happening there, so
I think
I don't know if I need a roll for that, but that's what I'm trying to do.
You can make me a dexterity check. Marvel, I know that you did say that you were going to pick Gale up.
Yeah.
So you can make a dexterity check as well to see how this looks.
Just a general dex check.
Yeah, just a general dex check.
Oh no. Oh, that 5.
12.
Okay. So here's how this goes. Gale, gorgeous. Wide arc, just beautiful, like these splashes, like little sparkles of water that follow your tail as you dive out of the bucket.
Anime.
So anime. So anime. And Marvel, you don't drop Gale, but it's more you weren't prepared for it. And Gale just kind of like splats right in your face and kind of like knocks you back.
Marvelous. Great.
Thanks, Jer Bear. We're not going yet. We're just you want to
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy, I guess we'll get the bucket through with us. Yes.
Right. I can do it really strong.
Oh, good. I'm not.
Okay, so both of you can make athletics or acrobatics checks with advantage.
Ooh, hope you both are good at this.
Yeah. Well, I'm less bad at one of them for sure.
Dottie.
Oh, Dottie coming in clutch because I rolled a 14.
17.
That's fine. Yeah. So the bucket is made of like tin, so it is malleable-ish. And like I said, the bucket will fit through. It's just a kind of tight squeeze, so you don't spill any water.
Oh.
And the bucket mostly maintains its shape.
Oh, that's good. That's way better than I thought we were gonna do.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, same. I'm nervous about all this success. It's gonna bite us in the butt.
And as you all kind of emerge on the other side of this wall, you find that you're in a sort of a dark room. In that like there is no light, but you are all kind of crammed into the space on the other side of this wall because there is something blocking the rest of the room from your vision. If anybody has dark vision, you see a bunch of barrels.
I have dark vision. Hey, am I just
I
laying
do.
there,
I
like not in
do.
water? Like, what happened
I
to me?
do as well.
You are free to jump back into the bucket once it makes
Cool.
its way on the other side.
All right. I was just making sure. Who else has dark vision?
Marvel.
I do.
Oh, 3. Okay,
And
3 of us.
so does Pest, yeah.
Hey, I'm in the bucket, but if anyone needs me to be there seeing seeing eye fish, I can help. I guess I can help describe. There's a bunch of barrels in this room.
We should put you in one.
I'm already in a bucket. The
Yeah,
barrel's
but
bigger. So,
yeah, upgrade or whatever they say.
why don't you see
Should
what's in
we-
it first?
Oh.
I'll carry Gale over with me to one of the barrels.
Oh,
Is the barrel like sealed tightly, or is it open, or?
Yes, they are. Because Marvel can fly, so as you kind of like get up and over to see what they all are, they are all sealed.
Okay.
Can you open a barrel?
Yeah, let me.
Ooh, I'm gonna go put you back in the bucket.
Thank you. I didn't want to ask, but I really need some water.
Yep. Ooh, wheezy, strange.
Yes, you're very unceremoniously dumped back into the bucket.
Very good.
Gail's gonna kind of just like shoot a little spurt of like a happy little bit of water up into the air.
Ew, you're cute.
After getting back into the bucket.
Excellent.
I don't like.
All right,
liking
everybody,
things.
place your bets. Place your bets. Is it wine or is it gunpowder? All right, place your bets.
Oh, I hope it's
Oh.
gunpowder.
I hope it's wine.
I hope it's wine and anticipate gunpowder.
How old are you?
I hope it's cookies.
enough.
I'm hungry.
All right, so who is going to investigate the barrels? Okay, Marvel, roll me an investigation.
Raising your
check.
hand.
Yeah, Marvel's very excitable about gunpowder. That
Uh,
sounds bad. Okay, look, not everyone has to be afraid. Haha, a 13.
Yeah, so you look at the top of these barrels, and it's kind of obvious. There are wicks sticking out of the tops of each of these. And then as you see that, you notice that each barrel has a piece of paper affixed to the front of it that reads "Smoke powder, do not open."
no.
Oh.
They're massive candles.
Well, I can't see too well in here, so it's not the worst idea.
I'm curious. What do you think smoke powder means exactly?
I think it means it's an excellent escape route. To cause some confusion behind
How
us
are you
as we
going to
flee.
get out of a place through a barrel, Pest?
No, never mind.
Exactly. Silly.
What else? Can we see anything else in the room, or is it too dark?
It is so it's very because there's no light in here. Like after being told that there's smoke powder in these barrels, you kind of understand why there's no light in here. So it's just like very dark shades of gray in here for anybody who does have dark vision. So you can see the outline of the barrels. You can see that there's like a crate in one corner that doesn't appear to be full of smoke powder. And Pest, you actually notice that there is the wall on one side is you can see a little bit of light peeking out from behind like some of the cracks in the stone.
Oh, looks like our path might continue on just there. Do you see the tiny little bit of light? Can you see it coming from? Yes, I think perhaps that way. I'll go over and see if is it cracks in like the stones of the wall, or what do I'm gonna head that way.
Okay, so as you get closer, it looks like this part of the wall will open like a secret door.
Secret door. Well, but first we find hidden symbols and then a secret door. I think we're on the right path.
How heavy are these smoke barrels?
Oh, no.
Pretty heavy. You try to like make a strength check just for fun. Strength or athletics.
I'm gonna do athletics. Didn't change anything. 19.
19. Okay.
Oh,
So
my
it
God.
takes you a huge effort. You are an imp. But y'all watch as Marvel, like using probably about 85% of his strength, starts to like slide one of these barrels of smoke powder across the floor. It moves maybe like 8 inches or so.
In there. In there. In there.
Oh. What's the plan with that, Marvel?
Blow a hole in the Xanathar.
I don't actually hate that as much as I thought I would, if I'm honest. I really need to learn
No,
to
yeah,
distrust you, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm on board with this plan.
I could ask
Yeah.
Jeffrey to carry it. He's my friend from Waterdeep.
Is
Oh,
that the dog?
No,
Who's
the
who's
Mogura.
Jeffrey? Oh, I
that's
thought you were Jeffrey.
Yeah.
no, he's Jeremy.
I'm Marvel.
Jeremy.
Jeremy
What?
Jeffrey. I see where you got confused, but
No, isn't the dog's name Jamie?
Jeremy Jeffrey Jamie.
Who's this third character we've introduced to the show?
Oh my goodness.
Listen, it doesn't matter who we left behind. All that matters is that we move forward in this plot
Forward.
with maybe
Fine.
these barrels,
Always
I guess.
forward.
I guess I'll leave the barrel.
Can you just
Well, no,
add a
I
little
sort of
bit?
liked the idea.
Oh.
Yeah, just get it back. Like a little Ziploc. Not Ziploc. Whatever. Fantasy Ziploc bag.
What if
Sorry.
we carry it together?
I can just put a little bit in my mouth and carry it.
No,
I'm
No,
going.
no,
I'm going to
no.
make a DM decision and say that you
Please.
did shove both buckets through that hole, so you do technically have an empty bucket.
Oh,
I
two
forgot we have 2
buckets.
buckets.
Yes.
Yeah, the athletics / acrobatics checks were good enough. I'll
So
let
we
you
can
have
fill
it.
a bucket with the smoke powder, and then if things go wrong, I might have a way to light it from. Hold, please. 120 feet away.
I like those odds.
Okay, I don't mind sharing a bucket with Gail.
What? No,
again.
you don't have to be in the. Don't.
No,
No,
I,
this is.
we're not gonna. Well, I'm
No,
not
in
in
the
the
other
other bucket
bucket.
with the water that I'm in currently.
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay,
Gail's
okay.
probably in also.
Okay, okay. I was like, don't. If you need
There's
water
too
to
many
bring-
buckets and barrels in this game already. We gotta-
barrels,
D&D.
barrels,
Buckets and
buckets,
barrels.
and J names. What have we done?
And J names.
Let's play buckets and barrels. I love that game.
oh boy. Okay.
Yeah,
so we gotta take some.
we have a plan.
Okay. It takes no effort to fill a bucket with gunpowder, although it is a little heavy, so you can't fill it all the way.
Wait, it is gunpowder?
Smoke powder and gunpowder are the same thing.
Oh, I'm just making
It's
sure.
magic fantasy gunpowder.
Look, one I expect to go boom boom. The other I expect to be like. This changes.
And
everything.
then go boom boom. It's like
And then,
fireworks.
right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's take it through the secret door.
Secret door. Yeah, you go through the secret door, and you come into what looks like an office. There's only slightly more light in here than there is in the other room. Like clearly the person who owns this office has not been here. There is one like sconce on the wall that you as magical familiars can tell is lit magically, like it's just like a continual flame sort of situation. And there's a desk and there's some crates and what looks like another way out in this 15 by 15 foot room.
Real quick, is anybody like moving Mugen and Gale's bucket? Like how are
broom.
we?
we have the broom still.
Is the broom like
yeah.
flying it through for us? Okay. How high are the ceilings in this office?
Like 15. So like it's a big cubey room.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I kind of want to see if I can listen out. It feels like it's been a long time since we've seen anyone other than our party. Can I hear any sounds of movement or any?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. I'm rolling so well today. That's
So good.
an 8.
You can hear what sounds like crumbling stone, but not in the this room is about to collapse way. I'm not going to do that to you. It just sounds like, just like kind of like rocks scattering about. So you can hear movement, but you can't quite determine what it is or where it's coming from.
Okay.
I would like to check out that desk, see if there are any other useful tools we might find since we found gunpowder in the last room.
Sure. Go ahead and make me perception or investigation check, whatever you'd like to use.
Let's call it a 23 perception.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you hop up on this desk and immediately your little Grimishka nose starts.
Uh-oh.
On this, yeah. There's on this desk is a heavy leather tome that you immediately recognize as a spell book.
Oh no! I think I found a spell book.
Is it dusty?
No, it's magic.
Then why are you sneezing?
Remember that time that I blew you up when you cast a spell?
That's what?
Marvel moves away.
Yep.
Hey, Dottie, do you maybe want to handle that instead of pests so we don't need quite so many handkerchiefs throughout the course of today?
Well, darn tootin', I'll take over because I don't want him blowing me away. I'm just a little flower and I'm dandelion, and if you make a wish on me, I'll blow away. And anyways, that's just my nightmare. So yeah, I'll take over here.
Oh, thank you, Dottie.
But yes, there is a spell book on the desk, and you also notice before you depart that the spell book is very ornately done, and looks like a key that is like engraved into the front of the book, but like you sneeze and the key pops out of the front of the spell book.
Oh, well, that was used.
Nope,
Well,
back away from the book. All right,
And away from the Dottie, please. Let's be extra careful.
Of course, sorry.
I shall investigate this book a little more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
so
saying
you-
that I could open it?
Yeah, it's openable.
Okay, I'm going to open it to a random page and go boop with my finger, whatever I land on.
You boop your finger onto a page that is full of arcane writing. This is a spell book. I mean, it's a spell book.
It's a spell book.
Does it say who it belongs to, Dottie? Sometimes I would write my name on the inside of things just in case they got lost. Maybe they did that too.
Great idea. I'm gonna check.
And she kind of like runs her feet to kind of turn the pages and trying to get to the front of the book.
I love that. Take inspiration.
That's so good.
And you run your little dandelion feet all the way to the front, but there is no ex libris in the front of this book.
Okay, Marvel would like to fly over. Can I take a look at that book for a moment, please?
And like Di's gonna like put her arms out and be like,
Okay, well, that depends because now you're scaring me. What are your intentions, sir?
I would like to see what sort of spells are in this book.
All right. We're gonna play a game of rock, paper, scissors. All
Oh.
right? Okay. Now, if I win, I get to look at the spells. If you win, you get to look at the spells. All right? How's that sound?
What do I throw a
Yes.
rock at you or pull out scissors
Wait.
or paper?
All right, I'm regretting this immediately. All right, fine. You can look at the book.
A bladed weapon or a blunt weapon or something terrible?
I love the way his mind works.
I mean, we can
Bonnie's just
we can
gonna
look at the book
slowly walk away.
together.
Just leave the book open for you.
I don't understand the way that y'all play games, but that does sound... One of these days, I would love to play rock, paper, scissors with all of you, individually or together.
So wait, you said we should all look at the book? Okay, and I I command the broom to take our little bucket full of me and
Gail.
Gail. I'm sorry, we bring. I was like, M. It's like she's not here. M's not in this room.
And he's basically just like, are there like spells about necromancy? Are there spells about like divining things? Is it spells about like controlling the elements like that? Just kind of try to gauge what type of figure might have had this book.
You work so hard not to just say them schools of magic.
Well, with the new rules, some stuff is arcane divination in nature. So you know what? I'm trying to be.
It's just playtest material.
Yeah, and is it harder for Marvel to read because there's like some water droplets coming out above his head?
Yeah, actually. So
this is why I do bad things. You all make me do this. You're gonna put water droplets on my head. You know what he would do? Light himself on fire.
He
said he wanted to play rock, paper, scissors with all of you. You're just a weird fish.
Are you yelling at me, character?
You know what? He probably is. I said rock, paper, scissors. I didn't ask you to look at the book. We can look at the book. Stop.
No, you said let's
me
look at the
wet.
book together, and I thought you meant at me.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I'm not trying to get you wet.
Would you like to look at the book with me?
Water is like my air, so really, if you think about it, I'm like getting air on you.
Your yes.
What?
Mugen, would you like to look at the book with me?
Yeah, Gail's here too. Gail's just like next to me. There's like peeking out of the bucket are two little fish heads and a seahorse just chilling. Oh, I can't read though. Never mind. I'll look at the pictures. I forgot I can't read. I'll look at the pictures.
I don't know if I knew that about Mugen.
Whoever wants to look at this book can make an Arcana check.
Why are you making me? Okay, fine.
Like 3 times. I can't read. I'm not gonna make a check.
No, I'll look at the book.
Oh, Gail, what are you doing?
I like the pictures too.
Okay.
20 total.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. All right.
I didn't want to do this. You should have done this. Fine.
They are very nice pictures. You see pictures of like people flying, and I think there's one. Like it looks like a diagram of a humanoid face, but then that humanoid face, there's a second picture where that humanoid face like gains like gills or different alterations of a humanoid face. Dottie and Marvel, this is quite obviously a wizard spellbook. Mostly it's a big old range of spells. Conjuration, illusion.
A better question.
Mm-hmm.
How powerful does it seem like this wizard was with their range of spells?
Okay, with a 20, you see spells in this book that go up to 5th level.
Huh, nah.
Marvel, what did you discover?
Nope. Whoever's book this was into some. They were strong. Why is the book here and they're not?
Maybe they've memorized it.
Yep.
Hey, maybe it's a coincidence, but I don't know. I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together, and the pictures that I'm picking up on are kind of about making things go in water that didn't go in water before. And I'm just gonna point out that that's what happened to Moogie and I. So maybe this person has something to do with us mysteriously getting transformed into aquatic creatures out of nowhere. Just floating that idea.
But then Pest didn't turn into a sea creature. It turned into like a cat dog thing.
Yeah. What? Oh, gosh. That makes sense, I guess.
Well, it could be different people.
That's true.
One wizard might have changed you two, and another wizard might have changed Pest.
Something to keep an eye out for.
Maybe the Xanathar is just trying to turn people into familiars that they want. And otherwise, everyone's just kind of stuck in specific ways because only certain familiars act certain ways. And maybe the Xanathar hired these wizards, and that's why the book is down here.
I mean, maybe this Xanathar person just likes fish.
That's true. Maybe you didn't change because they already wanted a Dottie.
Oh.
I've met few people who don't.
Pest, as this discussion is going on, you do hear what sounds like footsteps.
Ooh.
Outside this room, but not coming toward them.
Oh, shh! Listen. Footsteps.
And then, as Pest says that, you do hear what sounds like very hurried footsteps, moving past the room. So kind of like coming toward it, and then just as quickly you hear them going away. Yes.
As they come by, I'd like to use one of my Warlock Invocation's Ghostly Gaze so I can peer through solid objects up to a range of 30 feet for 1 minute. So I'd like to see who's running by.
Ooh, look at you using stuff and being using your stuff.
I'm reading this time.
Reading.
So yeah, on the wall that is to the right of the desk, there is a door. And as you peer through this door, you can see a man in kind of like, dark robes or whatever.
Yeah.
He's clutching. Make me a perception check, please.
Absolutely. 11.
Yeah. He's clutching what looks to be a bag, like a sack of some kind. It does appear to be empty from what you can tell, and you see he is coming from what looks like a room that is directly down a hallway from the door. But then he turns and he goes to the left. If you're looking at him, he turns and goes left.
Okay. I'll describe him, what he was carrying, where he's going. So at least we have a reference of someone now. Not sure who that was, but that was weird.
You said you can see out to 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay. You see that he has come through another door. And through that door beyond, you can see what looks like
coming through one door, going through another door.
Yeah, and you can see what looks like weird cylinders, like crystal cylinders that like you can see like the corner of a cylinder. Figure that one out. You see the edge of a cylinder that goes from like the floor to the ceiling in a room beyond 2 doors.
I see what might be a pillar in a room with 2 doors where the weird man went.
Does anyone know what Xanathar looks like? Is Xanathar a floating tentacle thing, or is it a person? I don't even really know.
It's an idea.
Not far from the truth, Marvel, from what I understand. But I think he's like that little 4-stalked lollipop thing that we fought earlier, but with more of the stalks.
Like a bigger adult version. Okay.
Yes.
You could have eaten
the
them?
person the Marvel saw is not Xanathar.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. He changed us into different forms. Maybe he can shapeshift. I don't know.
Should we follow the guy, or should we try to avoid the guy?
Well, we could follow him or go where he came from.
Well, I don't imagine he'll be going back to where he came from soon. Maybe that's the safer course of action.
Never forget where you came from.
I like the sound of that.
So go for where you came from? Is the boat?
It probably ends because it only lasts for a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, then after a minute, then you see doors. You see the door that you can leave, which is the only way out of this room.
All right then, Marvel, show us the way.
Okay. He flies out and leads them to where the man came from.
Do you open the door before you do that?
Do I? What direction does it open?
It
or out?
opens inward.
Oh, then yes. Yes, I do. If it opened outward, I was gonna brute force. I'm just gonna.
I know. I was prepared for
Kool-Aid
that.
Man through it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I open it with
you
my
open the
tail.
door. Oh, okay.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
nothing happens. It's an ordinary doorknob to an ordinary door. And as you open it, everybody who you can all see that the corridor goes straight ahead for about 10-15 feet, but there is there's a corridor that goes left as well.
And which way are we going, Marvel?
That way. Because he went down that corridor and left, right?
So he came out of, so what you see ahead of you, a little bit more clarification. There's like a 10-foot corridor in front of you that ends with a door, right? And about halfway down that corridor is a passageway that turns to the left.
And he went to the left, so we want to go through the door.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
Yes.
Confident. Yes.
Yes.
Confidence. I like it. So yeah, you all how loud are you being about this?
If I roll for stealth, does that like just affect the sloshing noises the water like that I'm making in the water in the bucket or something?
Yeah. I'd like to say yes, but it kind of also affects the anxious bubble blowing that you've been doing.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to stealth then.
Okay.
That's a
I
dirty
roll too because
20.
we're in the same bucket.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage because you're in the same bucket.
Okay.
Surprisingly bad at stealth for a
21.
cat-like creature.
And then 7. So I'll take the 21.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I
Okay.
prepare? No, of course I didn't prepare Pass Without Trace. Well, it's an 11.
Okay. How about you, Dottie?
21.
Oh.
Wow. Amazing. So, the broom makes no noise. The water is still. You barely see Mugen and Gale sticking their little faces out of the water. Yes, you're pretty good. You're still feeling some residuals from being so near that spell book. You're getting the sniffles a little bit. Dottie, you are a leaf on the wind. Marvel?
It's just screaming.
Marvel suddenly has a bag of popcorn. But yeah,
What?
you traverse the 10 feet to the next door, and
What?
Stop it! No.
It's wrong.
It was no. I don't know what else. I don't know how to respond to that. Sort of ends the argument.
And he eats like the box and everything.
oh my god, impressive to eat an entire box of popcorn in 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's a monster.
You make it to the other door. As you pass that corridor, you can see that it cuts. It continues straight, and you see that there might be another another corridor or something that leads off to the side. But this corridor is much longer than the one that you're currently going down. And the door in front of you does not appear to be locked. And you can hear noises on the other side of the door.
Oh.
Not it. And I'm gonna use my Warlock invocation to go invisible if I don't move.
All right. I'll try and push it open. Jump
Okay.
up and grab the handle and.
Yeah. No check required for such an adorable cat move. The doorknob. This door also swings inward. And indeed, what you do see beyond this door, this is a weird room. It's a really weird room. You see four crystal cylinders that are suspended from floor to ceiling in this room. And the sight shocks you as you all enter because what are looking at you are what appear to be 4 dead beholders.
Oh.
Their eye, like the suspended in some kind of fluid. All their eyes all just kind of like half lidded, like they're very clearly dead, but the eyes are like half lidded, and the stalks are just kind of floating, suspended.
Is Xanathar making clones? Did he get the idea from us?
Oh no.
Ooh.
I know that you said that we had heard noise from here. Do we see any? Is there any sign of movement within the room, or were the noises that we were hearing just kind of like the whirring of the stuff that's in there?
No. So the room was, as you all entered the room, the noise got quieter. But
Okay.
as you fully enter the room, like, so basically the door opens and the noise gets quieter. As you all enter the room, you hear the noise again, and it's extremely obvious what's going on, like what is making the noise in this room, because in several large cages around this room, you see more familiars.
Just let them out.
Oh, okay. I command the broom to put us the bucket down, and then I command the broom to just start like trying to like. Are there locks in the cages, or are they unlocked?
There are locks on these cages.
And I command the broom to start beating away at the locks and just try to break them off. I don't have hands. I don't know what to do.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, I have a weird idea for how to deal with these locks. Dottie, I need your help.
All right.
Okay, can you, and we'll go over to what, is it like a little padlock? Is there a space for a key? Is it more complex?
It is, they are all kind of like general padlocks.
Okay. And how sturdy do they look?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay. It's a 12.
The 12. They do not look that sturdy.
Okay.
You can see some of, like, if you kind of go around the room and get a general idea, some of them do look a little rusted.
Okay. I will find like the most rusted one I see to start with to give this a try. Now, Dottie, do you mind if I sort of get you to expand a little, to grow a little? My thought is, if you could put like maybe your hand or your, I don't know, the end of your, your hand just inside, and then I'm going to do a little magic to make it sort of grow nice and big, and hopefully you feel a little pressure, and then the lock will shatter around you.
Well, hot dog, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yes. And so once Dottie has part of her vine or whatever inside the lock, I'm going to cast Druidcraft and make like great big, strong, like seeds grow and blossoms that just sort of like push out on the lock from the inner mechanisms where Dottie has sort of wormed in.
That's neat.
Okay. Dottie, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's fair enough.
All right, I'm doing good. 19.
19. All right. Let me take a look at your character sheet real quick. This is fine.
This is
That's
fine. This is
very
exactly what I
scary.
wanted to hear you have to do.
All right. So Dottie, so is it are you putting your hand in the lock, Dottie?
Yeah, I think that's what he said to do.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
any
I just
part,
wanted
I
to-
mean, any part of you that like I can make grow and sprout.
Yeah,
Okay.
using my hand.
Alrighty. So you stick your hand in this lock, Dottie, and you feel a little pinprick.
Oh, I didn't think about the trap.
And
I trusted you.
Yep, that's on me. Sorry, Dottie. such a good idea until it wasn't. Ooh.
All right, Dottie, you're going to take 13 points of poison damage.
That's so many.
It's so many as you pull your hand out like and there's like a little needle sticking into your leaf.
Ow! Ow, what is this? Why would this be in a lock?
And
Why would it be in a lucky?
Why would it be in a
Love
lock?
that.
And you see Dottie's arm begin to you see from the point where the needle is in her viney skin, like little dark tendrils start to kind of like crawl up her arm. And Dottie, you cannot move. You are paralyzed.
No.
Dottie? Dottie, you okay?
Oh.
Do I look okay? No, seriously. How do I look? Do I look okay?
I don't know if that's a trick question. You look great. You always look great. You just look great while frozen right now. Oh my god, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
It was my fault. I can fix it. Oh. I don't know how I do this with this. And Pest is gonna hawk up a hairball, but it's this it's a bezoar. It's like like a really like a stone, right? A magical healing stone. I'm casting what am I casting? What's the protection from poison? And I'm just gonna like rub the stone on Dottie's, on like following the lines of poison that we can see. And you touch a creature, if it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison.
Very nice.
I didn't.
I'm so sorry, Dottie. I didn't really think it through. I mean, none of us tend to, but I really didn't.
You start rub like you pull the needle out of Dottie and you begin to rub the bezoar on her leaves, and eventually she starts to like, start moving again. And the pseudo dragon in this cage, who's just kind of like been watching, like the room goes quiet as they all like watch what you all are doing. Like nobody comes into this room to let them out.
Right.
This pseudo dragon is like, where did you all come from?
It's such a
how much time do you
question.
have?
Yeah.
Ravenloft?
That's the easy version. Yeah.
Are you gonna get us all out of here?
You darn tootin' we are.
Okay. Well, you need to hurry because the guy who just left, he'll be back in. And you see the pseudo dragon look up as if it's trying to think about time. He'll be back really soon. And I don't know if. Well, just hurry, okay? There's you see the other familiars in this room begin to like murmur and chatter in their cages, and rattling their bars and such and making familiar noises.
How many?
How
many are there? The cages?
There are about 10.
Everybody pick a cage.
All right. Well, I've got this thing I can do, but it also makes a lot of noise, but it sure does a good job at opening locks. It's called knock. I just knock on things, and they open. But I can only do it so many times, and it's very loud. So, I'm not gonna do it.
Maybe that's our last resort if we've got some unopened cages and the person returns.
They're already coming back, so maybe we should just try to hurry and be loud, because they're gonna notice they're gone when they're gone anyway.
I certainly don't have any other plans that don't involve hurting ourselves.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You usually have the powers and the plans and stuff. You got something up your sleeve, right?
I was thinking about putting the powder on the door so that when he opens the door, it blows up in his face.
Oh, that's not what I had in mind at all. Yeah, all right.
Oh, I like that, because then it eliminates the problem. We can take our time.
That's true. Do you think you could spare just a smidge of the smoke powder for each of the locks?
Oh.
I want you to know I thought about that, and I just wasn't saying anything because I was hoping no one was going to ask and wasn't going to ask for that. But yes.
Well, if you really want to keep the powder, I can try to bite some locks off and save you a
No,
couple.
no, that's a terrible idea. I'm worried about you.
If it helps, Marvel,
Why?
you can be the one to light it and blow them
Ooh.
up.
Oh, actually, you know what? I guess we could. Do you want a good answer?
I would
Always.
prefer one, but
Fine.
you know,
We could put a
not
little bit of the
choosy.
powder inside of each of the locks, take some rope, tie it to the ropes, make the ropes go into one single point. So when we light that one point, it lights the other ropes like a fuse. And then it has a small, tiny explosion that will most likely crack the lock and whatever mechanism, as well as trap is inside the lock. I guess.
I'm glad that you added the part about the small, tiny explosion. We do remember there are people in the cages.
Yeah, but if they all at the same time, then most likely their sound will drown out their own fear of the explosion being heard.
Oh, the specific part of their fear. I was sort of more thinking about them being exploded.
Oh, no, it's not big enough, I assume.
You heard him, folks. We're pretty sure we're not going to kill you.
Why would you? Wow, no, that is not.
You
look,
see
that-
some of the familiars, they begin like looking at their cages, wondering if they can get like far enough back in their cage for this to not hurt them.
you know,
But I think on that note, right before we're about to explode a bunch of padlocks, why don't we take a short break?
I like it.
Murder.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Let's take a quick 5-minute break to think about the
Manslaughter.
consequences of our future actions.
Murder is intent. We're not intending to kill them.
We're gonna take a quick 5. We'll see you in a bit. And we're back. And it's about to get real explosive in here. So shortly before the break, it was decided. I mean, in it's a very good idea, to be fair. That you're basically gonna kind of do a sort of like chain explosive situation here with all these locks on these familiar cages. And that's fine. What could go wrong indeed? Who's setting this up?
I don't think I can do much to be helpful with this.
I will assist Marvel.
Fine.
I can have my broom help if you need the broom for anything.
I feel like maybe the broom should sweep up behind us because I feel like there's going to be a lot of smoke powder on the floor.
Oh, I never thought about using the broom for actually sweeping, only for
I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay. Marvel, then, with advantage.
Mhm.
What would you like to use to do this? Like what check would you like to make?
Can I say performance because I want to go out with a bang? Fine, I can do survival.
Survival works.
Silence.
I was trying to think about it. I'm like, if you want to go out with a bang, then that's doing it wrong.
19.
19. Awesome. So yes, together you and Pest will go ahead and put the gunpowder, the smoke powder into the various locks, and Pest, will you make me a general charisma check as you're ensuring these familiars that everything was going to be okay?
Oh, it's a crit. So at 21.
Excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what I am. I was going to say I'm so sure that this is going to work in my but I don't know if that's true. I'm just good at faking it.
Yeah, you look like you've done this before.
Great.
And
yes.
Yeah, like the way that you were pretending that you know the right amount of gunpowder to smoke powder to put in these locks
more.
and
No
the way you untwist the rope so that you have less a fuse that will actually fit among the locks.
I think
It's
the untwisting
great.
of the rope is just me and my cat instincts with like yarn, and it just happens to like shred the strands.
All right. Yeah, it looks. It looks.
You know what? I'll take it.
Hmm.
All right.
And all of these familiars, they look a little concerned, but no, like someone's in this room trying to get them out of this room, and that's something that they are willing to take a chance on.
Sure.
Dottie just walks up to Marvel and just like pats him on the side and says,
I mean, I trust you, and this is gonna go great. Don't you worry.
and Bardic Inspiration.
Yes.
Excellent. You take that bardic inspiration.
Happily.
How are you going to light this fuse?
Well, at first, I think about using Create Bonfire, but realize how bad of an idea that probably is. So instead... Hey, Pest, do you want to see a magic trick?
Oh, you know I can't say no to you when you use that voice, Marvel.
And then he's gonna like point two fingers at the rope at the end, and he's gonna use Druidcraft to instantly light a small fire on the edge of it.
You can do that with Druidcraft? All right.
Yeah, you can instantly light out stuff on a small candle, torch, or a small campfire.
I gotta read that spell more carefully. Well, it's one of my tricks.
Well then yes. I don't have to make you roll for that. Yeah, your survival check goes very well with this, and you Druidcraft, and it doesn't quite give you that satisfying sizzle that like an actual fuse would, but it catches quickly, and you see that it does. Pest, your unraveling was very good in that you unraveled enough to get it to all of these various locks and cages, and
Pest, make them scared so they make loud sounds.
Oh.
Wait, I actually do think I'm. Hang on. Did I take it? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I was much better at being scary in my other form, I have to say.
Do you need someone to be scary? I can still do that thing I did when I was Death Dog.
Oh, you haven't seen Mugen's thing yet.
Okay. I command the broom to come drag me and Gale. Sorry, you're coming with me for this adventure. The bucket towards the other familiars, and I activate Frightful Presence. So so how I described this before, so previously, I did like eat the bone of Strahd a long time ago, and like there are probably still some like lingering things happening there. But basically, what happens is the two fish stick their. I jump out of the bucket, and you see behind them a huge shadow grow larger and larger, like two huge quippers with glowing eyes and just basically made up of like 90% teeth. And it looks like their teeth are bleeding, and I just start roaring, "Fear me! Maybe feed me though. Also, I'm hungry still." And I do Frightful Presence. So each creature of my choice at 120 feet must make a DC saving throw against 8 plus 9. 8, 9 against 11, I think. 11 or 12. Sorry, 12.
Okay. So collectively, I just rolled once for all of them, but they all make it. I think it's
funny.
It was good until you got to the feed me part, and then they were just kind of like confused. But I think the confusion kind of gets them talking, at least. So it's not as loud as you want it to be, but it's something.
I'll take it.
And then I have to roll for them again. Oh, they do very well. That's good. So as this is all happening, and it's almost kind of like a wave, like as you go around with the broom going, fear me and also feed me, each of these locks explodes, dealing 5 damage to each lock, which is pretty good.
All right.
And some of them, you can see that some of them are a bit newer than others, so they don't break completely, but it's enough for some of these familiars to start ramming at the bars. And in short order, even with your assistance, if you choose to help, in short order, they're all out of their cages. And the pseudo dragon who was in the first cage that you were all were like, oh my gosh, okay, we don't know how to get out of here. It was a very windy way they brought us, and I don't want to go back that way.
Well, I mean, I can take you. I mean, I know the way. We went through this little crack and then down the hallway, and we had all these little symbols that got us right back to where we wanted to go.
Well, you know a shorter way out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You hear murmurs of agreement from these pseudo dragons, and you actually do see like one gazer who's got like Pest. You sympathize with this gazer because he's only got like 3 eye stalks.
I was kindred spirit. We're gonna talk when we get back.
And he just kind of like wiggles because they don't speak. And you all, as this clamor of familiar voices makes its way into this room, this echoey chamber, the door opens. Not really opens. It just kind of like blasts against the door because I don't think you really closed it.
Nah.
And Marvel, that guy who came out of this room, is back. And his burlap sack is wriggling.
Oh.
And he looks at all of the familiars in this room and says, Marvel, what is that?
You could finish monologuing, but I want to throw the gunpowder at him.
Oh, I thought you had a
Oh my
shovel.
god.
Finish
I
monologuing.
thought you were holding up a familiar.
They're gonna, right?
I did too.
Yeah.
Bite.
Oh, that's funny.
No, he looks in the room and he takes in the sight of all of you at first, and he's like, what the heck is going on? And then make a dexterity check for me.
Hell yes. It's the most important check of my life.
You're a bardic inspiration.
And what's the inspiration die?
D8.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes.
15 plus 8 for what's that?
23?
23.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get him full in the face. Like it's
Thank you, Dante.
he's covered in gunpowder.
Light him up. Light him up.
My turn, Marvel. He's taken a familiar, and I'm not having it. I want to produce flame on his face.
Yeah. The face area.
Do you ever feel like a really bad influence on people?
Talking about yourself?
Listen, he has a familiar in that bag. He caged up the rest of them, and Pest is having some real bad flashbacks to all of the pest worms in that awful lab at Castle Ravenloft. So
All right.
Here we go.
Fantastic.
Just
go ahead.
Clarify, is he still holding the bag with the wriggling movement?
What an interesting
No,
question.
Okay, just making
I was
sure.
going to say
Okay. Mhm.
he
Yep.
does drop the
Thank you,
bag.
Gail.
Okay, great.
Just look
Thank
out,
you.
Pest.
Yep, appreciate you.
He drops the bag, and it wasn't sealed very tightly because it wasn't wrapped up, because you could see that he had a really good grip on the top of it. And no, as he drops the bag, like this Fennec Fox scurries out of it and makes its way to the rest of the familiars who crowd around it protectively. All right, I have to roll some. Well, you've produced flame.
I have.
He rolled a 9 on his saving throw. How much gunpowder is this?
Took a bucket. So that's what,
Question.
put this at like a third of a barrel.
Cool. I would
How's
like
that
to pull
sound?
out my pitchfork with the ham, and I put it out because I am expecting it to flash fry it.
Okay.
That was just important context.
All right, give me just a moment.
And
This has anything to do with all the fried chicken ads we saw before?
definitely
Turn the stream on.
Definitely.
We can't hear you.
I was muted.
Yeah.
I rolled
I thought it
really
was dramatic.
poorly. And he only takes 7 points of damage.
That's okay.
But yeah, yeah, to his face. And it goes up very quickly. And yet, you get a little bit of a sear on your ham, Marvel.
The ham. It's still there.
Yes.
Ooh. Not anymore, Moogie.
And now I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Yes, that's right.
I want ham. I want ham. I want ham.
That's fair. We should all want ham. You know what I'm saying?
14 for Mugen.
All right.
15 for Marvel.
Ooh.
Ooh, 21 for Gale.
Oh,
gosh.
Gale.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, Gale.
18 for Pest.
Hmm.
All right.
And 16 for Dottie.
Oh my goodness.
Squad up.
Right?
We're doing it.
Let me roll for this man's. All right. All right. So, top of the round is Gale. Gale, I will say you're in the bucket, the broom is flying.
Mhm.
I'll put you at 5 feet off the ground. And within striking distance of this mage if you want to be.
Okay. When we say within striking distance, would that be, if someone were to, I don't know, want to do a seahorse ram attack, am I able to actually get
Get a
that
charge?
close? Would it be possible to use my bonus action to kind of, I guess, Mugen, was the broom already moving? Were we already moving towards it? I'm wondering how realistic it is for me to get that
I
close
think-
without just falling and falling on the ground.
No, well, let's say we're about what, 5 within reach, so 5 feet.
Yeah.
Of the dude, bro.
Okay. I'm still getting my sea legs, so
We got to figure out the sea legs thing, but yes.
yeah, we'll see how this goes. I just sure would love to start off by raging.
Sure,
That would
absolutely.
just be delightful. So I'm gonna rage, and I would love to use my wild surge as I enter my
Yeah.
rage as
I love this
well.
part.
So let's see, that's a D8 to figure out what in the heck I'm doing.
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay. That is surrounded by multicolored protective lights until my rage ends. And I get a +1 bonus to my AC, and all of my allies within 10 feet of me get the same bonus.
Nice.
So, whoever's nearby, there you go. It pays to cuddle with Gale. And I think then for my attack, I guess let's do the thing. Let's try to do a little ram.
Let's do the thing. All right. Go ahead and make that attack.
That is that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That is, it's not very. 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning damage. Very
6
respectable.
bludgeoning damage. Yeah. Oh wait, but I do get a +2 for raging. So.
Oh, that's right.
That's 8. The big difference.
Extremely
Okay.
respectable.
And since I get 2 attacks per action, I think
You can ram him again. It'll be
yeah, I think I'm
funny.
just gonna ram him again because he's too close for me to do a charge attack. So let's try to do that again then.
Okay.
That is a natural 1 to hit.
Oh no. So I think what happens here is that you get your first, you've gotten really good at jumping out of the bucket. But I think you just didn't have the momentum to like bounce and get another ram attack in. So the second one kind of goes a little wobbly, but with such a good roll on your first one, you do manage to bounce back into the bucket.
Okay.
Yeah. But so he gets a ram attack to like the cheek and like neck area, and then he just has like a seahorse like bounce on him and then just like bop back into the bucket. It's confusing and strange. He doesn't know what's going on
That'll
here.
show him. Ooh.
Next up is Pest, unless you have anything else you'd like to do.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, next up is Pest.
Pest is sort of in like an angry fugue state, thinking about all these trapped familiars and the horrors that have gone before. So in the spirit of the produce flame, he now creates, he sort of seeing that just, you, and creates a flaming sphere. So this
Ooh.
time, instead of a little like nugget of flame, there is a 5-foot diameter? Yes, diameter sphere of flame that he just, each of these rounds is 6 seconds. So over the course of the battle, he's just bashing this man with the flaming sphere. But for this round, it's just 1. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Of?
I don't know. 16.
Okay. He does make it.
Silver
go-
garbs.
Oh,
Yeah. Johnny!
Oh, he rolls higher. Oh no,
Okay.
he has to take the lower one, but that's still a success.
Okay,
Yeah, okay,
in that
that's okay.
case, I also get to choose a creature to give advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. That makes within 1 minute. So that will be Marvel.
All right. So he does succeed, but what I would like for you to do, Pest, is roll 3d6.
Okay.
Because he is still covered in gunpowder.
Oh, fair enough. That's 11.
Ooh, so he takes half of that, which is 5. All right. Anything else for you? Isn't that a bonus action spell, or is that an action spell?
So it's an action to cast and then a bonus action to ram.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
then
no, that'll be it. Just like incomprehensible cat screeching.
love it. Love it so much. Dottie, you are next.
Dottie looks at that flaming sphere and it's like,
Ooh, that's kind of neat. I can do something kind of like that.
and she starts to play her flute, and then doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And you just see like all of these daggers just appear in a cloud around this guy.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Cloud of daggers. I love it. What's the save?
There isn't.
Oh, it just
A creature takes 44 damage when it enters a spell for first time or when it starts its turn there. So it'll
Okay.
take damage on that turn. If I guess he'll take damage on his turn.
Yeah.
But as a bonus action,
Mhm.
Dottie is going to she's gonna say,
You know what? You're not a very nice man. And I ain't lying.
and she's gonna cast unsettling words. So I'm using my bardic inspiration
Mhm.
to then roll a 1d8, and that they must subtract that from their next saving throw.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
that will be
Cool.
a 2. So they'll take
2.
2 off.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. And then we'll roll. Will you roll the damage for your cloud of daggers for me now?
Yeah.
I did roll that save and he didn't make it. So.
Ah.
Or there is no save. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
He just gotta take some damage.
26 points.
Ow!
A lot.
Slashing
Yes.
damage.
Oh my gosh!
I cast it at 4th level, so.
Okay. That's terrible. Marvel, it is your turn.
Does he look scared? Like, I don't mean this in like a creepy, ominous way. Like, does he look like we're the problem here?
Elaborate further.
Mhm.
It's like there's no chance that we're just hurting a nice person, right? Like we can.
Oh
probably...
no. He walked in with a familiar in a burlap sack.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Blight. Can you roll a con save for me?
I almost did this. I'm glad you're doing it instead.
Oh, this poor man rolled an 8. Hold on, that's a con save. Yeah, it's just an 8.
Oh, that's a fail.
6.
That's not too much. He takes. Oh, never mind. I lied to you. He takes 32 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Cool.
And Marvel like pulls out his pitchfork. Oh, sweetie, I'm gonna drag you down.
All right. So here's what happens. You blight this gentleman, and you see the dark, twisted, necrotic vines kind of like creep out of the cracks in the ground and like engulf him. And he doesn't really have time to say or scream anything as you watch his skin kind of like darken and wither away before the cloud of daggers like rips him and the vines to shreds. Like he just kind of like drops to the floor, like cut up to high heaven. He's down.
Well, I sure hope we got the right guy.
The Fennec Fox that had just been delivered to this room kind of like walks over to him and like, you know, sniffs at him and then like headbutts him, you know? And then all of the other familiars kind of also like they descend on him and like, you know, like in Home Alone 2 at the end when Marv got like eaten to crap by the pigeons because he was covered in birdseed. It's like that.
Oh my gosh.
Daddy, can you
I love that.
Can you pause those daggers for me?
Whoop, they gone.
Thank you. Marvel pulls out 2 vials and he like and he's feeling
Just insert a tap into this man.
yeah.
Oh.
I need these to summon Jeremiah. Yeah, sure.
Jeremy?
Jeremiah.
We're talking about Jamie, Jeremiah, or who's the other guy? Jerry?
It's better
Hasn't
not
told
be-
me his real name yet, but he will. Don't you fret. Okay, I'm good. You can take over.
You know, Marvel, I do a similar thing because we were staying in Strahd's castle, as long story, but I just like randomly gained, I think it was random, I randomly gained a new power if I bite things and drink some of their blood. I feel stronger, and that's
What?
kind of nice. I
That's
haven't done it in
weird.
a while. Is it okay if I have a snack?
Do you
That's
mean
weird?
the man?
I am a flesh-eating quipper, and I haven't eaten in like a while.
I don't know what you are. You were not a quipper like 30 minutes ago. I don't
Morgan
know.
is 2 quippers, not just 1.
They both kind of jump out of the bucket.
Gods, I can't deal with this. Okay, whatever. Do you think?
You just tapped a man for his blood.
No, I didn't. Marvel did.
Oh, are you Jeremy?
He's Jeremy.
Yes.
Oh,
Jera Marvel.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah.
Anyway, I eat some human flesh while I'm on the floor.
Okay. You do.
I don't know.
Gale is just like
Right.
getting as close to the edge of the bucket away from Mugen eating the flesh as possible without trying to seem rude about it.
Oh,
Kind of
do you-
like
you
doing
want
one of
some?
these.
Do you want some?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Pick you up.
Gail, do you want some?
Can,
It's
like,
not as
put
good
you-
as a bone, though.
can put you in there.
I'm just really enjoying looking at the inside of this bucket right now. And
can
that's
bring
just
it to
kind
you.
of like the journey that I'm on. So I'm just gonna
Here,
stay over here.
you want
thank
some?
And Gail's just gonna slowly go completely submerged into the water, and you just see anxious little bubbles kind of releasing.
Get mixed messages. Gosh.
Mugen, the flesh tastes a little off. Might be because of the blight, but it does the job.
Ow. Okay. So what do we do now? Find more of these guys, or what out? Or...
The pseudo dragon looks at the bit corpse on the ground and looks at y'all and is like, "No, really, where did y'all come from?"
Ravenloft.
Yeah.
I feel like everything that's happened since the last time you asked us just sort of proves that we are from Ravenloft. There's a horror of another kind, you know.
What's a Ravenloft?
Now
It's a
it makes
place where
sense.
birds sleep.
Ah.
Oh, it was a pun. Oh, I hated it. Oh,
Yeah, there's a crow on top of one of the cages that opens its mouth and it goes, "Badooch."
Hey. See, he
Thank
gets it.
God.
That crow can come with us. The rest of you, make sure follow closely to Dottie. She's going to take you to safety once we head out.
That's right.
I think, right?
Hey, Crow, what's your name? Is it Jerry?
Oh,
Jamie?
no, it better not be. It isn't
Jed.
anymore if it is.
James?
Jenny.
Jillian?
Jehoshaphat.
Joni.
Jamiroquai?
Go. Legit. Go. Believe me, I made a choice. I'm here for the long run. You have time. But Dottie, just go with Dottie.
Every time you say a new name, it opens its beak to say what its name is, but you don't give it an opportunity to. And eventually it kind of like turns and flies off. Like it doesn't have anywhere else to go in this room, but it's not going to answer you.
So you're not going to be our friend. Okay.
Guess you can't be our cosmic girl, Jamiroquai.
The door. So after a while, you kind of settled down, and you don't hear anything else, in this room or coming down the hallway or et cetera, and the door is open before you with a man's corpse in front of it.
We're just using him
Is
as
there-
a doorstop right now.
Basically.
Wait,
Thank
not, want not.
You could turn him into a friend.
We
What
have
do you mean
enough
turn
of
into a
those.
friend?
Wait, I can. Yeah. Can you do that too? Why do we have all the same spells, Marvel? And yet they look so different when we do them.
Maybe I'm just you, but different.
Oh, this melts Pest's mind.
Twinsies.
What if he
I'm
is?
simply you, but different in many ways. I'm not entirely
He got a song about it. He must be right.
Yep.
Oh no.
See, you're Pest, and I'm Marvel. But marvelous, Marvel Pest, Pest Marvel, Parvel, Mest must be true.
I think we all have to make a wisdom saving throw for
Yeah,
that one.
please.
Yeah.
I get advantage.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I'll cancel my advantage because Pest is like, but what if it is?
14.
21. I'm
10.
seeing into different dimensions hearing Marvel say that.
Yeah,
Everything
It's like-
makes sense. The universe is connected, you know?
all the possibilities
Yeah.
that lie before you are just there within your bucket. After that moment of introspection, reflection, hallucinating, I don't know. All of these familiars are just kind of staring at you all.
Right, you are in good hands here, people. Don't you worry.
or two.
So what way are you bringing us? Because, like my friend said, this is another pseudo dragon. This one has like kind of like shiny blue scales, and the other one had like golden scales.
Hmm.
The way we came, and you see it goes out the door, like flies out the door and flies to the corridor, the T section in the corridor, and points down the long way. The way that we came, not a good way. And you'll have to fight more of them maybe if you go that way. So how are we gonna? We can't do that. And he like flies over the mage, and he's just like pointing down, like we can't do that.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to, because we are small but mighty. And being small and mighty means we can go through cracks. And there is a crack that we can all fit through that takes us right out to that place with the tunnels and the things. And I told you about the things, and it'll all be just peachy.
What Dottie said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, all right. How do you do that thing where you have like one voice and then there's another this Fennec Fox actually kind of like comes up to you. It's like, how do you do that thing where it's like the high voice and it's like the low voice? Is it just like, hey,
You talking to me?
Oh, it's
Marvel.
simply a bit
Okay.
of, and it's almost like a second Marvel tries like pulling itself apart.
Ooh.
It's just a matter of perspective. It just happens sometimes.
Was that an illusion or did that really happen?
Are you asking Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole like familiar thing we talked about.
He's familiar with a familiar.
Yeah.
Familiar with familiar. Okay. All right, cool. The Fennec Fox, like his gigantic ears fold back and he brings his head back at you and is like, okay.
What are you?
I'm a fox.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm a Fennec Fox.
Can you read minds?
No.
How'd you get in that sack?
I was captured.
Where? Were you in Waterdeep?
Yeah, here.
What happened to your companion?
Well, they captured him too.
Did they eat him?
You know. Ooh.
Oh,
Did you
Did
ask
they
if they
eat him?
ate him?
Wait, what? Do
No.
you know what they're doing with all of them? All the companions?
No, I just know that they captured both of us, and I did see him before I was put into the sack. They dragged him off, and then I was put in the sack, and then they dragged me off, and then I guess they brought me down here, but now I'm free, and he's up there somewhere. And you see this Fennec Fox like is sitting very primly on his hind legs, and he points up.
We would know that our companions could usually summon us if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they haven't for any of these people is concerning.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that sort of most of your stories? Pest sort of looks around to the crowd.
Like
the crowd, there's like 10 of them.
Look, a crowd of animals is a lot.
There you go. That's true.
You see about half of them nod their heads.
And
like
the rest of you, you've been separated for longer from your companions?
There's one the gazer actually, like the gazer, he looks at you, and I think they have telepathy. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for telling me everything I need to know about familiar.
Makes you more familiar with the game.
Oh no, they don't have speech.
Blink once for yes, twice for no.
It blinks one eye stalk.
Oh.
And then like turns its head quizzically. Like, what is the question that I have to answer?
Well, I was just wondering where you came from, but Marvel, did you have?
Are you from Waterdeep?
Oh,
One eye stalk goes.
That's a yes. See,
all right.
Oh.
just gotta know
were
how to
you-
speak to the people.
Were you separated from your companion too? Did they capture
eye
him?
stalk.
Oh.
What? No.
Two,
Wait,
like
is
yeah.
one?
No. It
Yeah.
blinks one eye stalk, then the other eye stalk.
And then
That's
another.
two
That's
blinks.
very funny. Yeah. Oh, so you've been separated for much longer. They didn't capture your companion.
One eye stalk.
Yes.
I have a question that I don't know if I want the answer to.
I'll ask it.
Marvel, ask our lovely gazer friend if his if its companion is the Xanathar.
Is your companion the Xanathar?
That is two blinks for no.
Have you
heavens
met the
good. All right.
Xanathar?
Whew.
It's two blinks for no.
Are you related to the Xanathar?
I think that's a lot of questions about Xanathar.
That's a lot of.
we're good now.
It doesn't blink. It
There's
doesn't.
yeah, it just stares.
Yeah, it goes fully like 90 degrees. Like,
Ooh,
what?
don't
Well,
like that.
It seems like we found the place where they're taking the familiars, so maybe we should try to find the place where they're taking the companions. And then when we do that, we can ask those people more questions because they can talk.
Seems right. And our friend here indicates the Fennec Fox seems to think that the companions are up. Yes.
I heard a lot of people talking as I was being brought down here. And some of them did not sound very happy to be there.
That
So-
makes sense.
By kind of process of elimination, I think that might be people who don't want to be here, which might be our companions.
Oh, or unhappy workers. Either way, we should let them be
We
free.
should save them. Yeah.
Capitalism
All
is
right.
a lie.
So the Fennec
Means
Fox
the only
kind of
way
like
forward.
Fennec Fox kind of leaps over the still dead body of this mage out into the hallway to the T intersection and points down again the very long hallway and says, "If you go that way, there's a staircase that leads up. I came down. I came down it. Obviously, there's a staircase that goes up. If I came down a staircase that goes down, but I don't remember how up there goes. I just remember being brought down."
You've been very helpful. That's literally more information than we've ever had going into a situation.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. You saved us all. So, where are we gonna go?
Well, we're going to take you back to safety. Back to the Isle of Familiars.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're coining. It's a working title, but it works. Yeah, and you'll be safe there with all of us. There's a safety in numbers. We are small but mighty. I can't say it enough.
And you see one of the pseudo dragons goes, "Yeah, small
Yeah.
but mighty."
Yeah.
So dragons have
Oh.
arms?
Yeah.
Or just wings?
I think so.
Little arms, little T-Rex arms.
Pseudo dragons, pseudo wyverns. We're not going to
Yes.
get into dragon anatomy right
Ah!
now. I'm going to say that there are pseudo dragons and pseudo wyverns, but
They
they just
do.
classify them as dragons because.
because listen, you all, Dottie's gonna help you all out in just a minute, but do you mind if we sort of chat amongst ourselves for a moment?
Sure.
Great. So Dottie, are you gonna be all right? I mean, we haven't I suppose we'll just meet you back at the island. Do you want to try and find us? What's
Yes. I mean, look, we got to do what's right here. And, you guys can do it. You go on. I'll meet up with you eventually, but I got to get these guys to safety. I just feel it in my being that all that I am, we have to get them to safety as the most important thing. But you guys, we can't waste any time. You guys got to go and find the companions and find the Xanathar and do the thing. Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah, I mean, look at all these familiars I got. Remember, small but mighty. Small but mighty.
If anyone could encourage them to defend themselves, I think it would be you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all your help. I think without your help, we probably wouldn't have done so good. Do you need a bucket on the way out? Are you good without one? We have two.
You might need the bucket. You should keep it.
We have 2 buckets. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. This has been so great working with you guys. We've been together for so long. We will meet up again, I promise.
We look forward to it.
Yeah.
Hey, you say so, Dottie.
It'll be all right, Mugen. My only concern now is what Marvel was just counting on his fingers.
I was counting how long I've known Dottie. It hasn't been that long.
He doesn't have to be part of this conversation. It's okay.
Wow. Next time you want to eat someone, I'm going to make sure they're full of sadness.
Marvel, friends are allowed to have sidebars with other friends. Don't forget.
It's weird when you have a sidebar with everyone but me.
Not weird.
Yes, it's weird.
You talk to someone else. You don't have to wait for us.
I only get a few more chances to use this, but you did tap a person, so I don't know about weird. You judging what's weird.
That makes me the resident expert, you pest.
Wait, my name is a derogatory.
No, it's your name's just your name. It's okay.
You know what, Marvel?
Hmm?
Before I go, I just think you need this.
And she's gonna play this little. She put on her flute. She's just gonna go. Do, 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 do. And you get bardic inspiration before I leave.
Nice.
That does warm my heart.
Oh.
Thank you, Dottie.
You got it.
Why did you get so hesitant just now?
It's awful because you know Marvel knows exactly why people hesitate.
Right. But as Dottie joyfully plays her flute as she leads the rest of these familiars back through the office and behind the barrels of gunpowder, back to the Isle of Lost Familiars, I think that's where we will leave it today.
Lovely.
As we say goodbye for now, but not forever, to the wonderful Hope LaVelle and Dottie the Dandelion. Thank you so much for playing with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Yay. And we are going to see you all not next week, but in 2 weeks. As we, yes. As we continue our adventure somewhere underneath the streets of Waterdeep. We will see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.